Oil is up over 20% since our call on June the 2nd. Was that the move or just the beginning? When a commodity builds momentum like this, the technicals tell a deeper story. Is oil setting up for something bigger? Let's find out. This is the chart that we offered our subscribers on June the 2nd, when we said that oil is potentially forming a flag, and this would be the flag target on June the 2nd. And then later on, just a few days after, we said that oil is probably going even bigger, even stronger, because this is a double bottom that the commodity built at the time, and we are looking for prices like 74.3 or even bigger. And this is the same chart right now. So oil is hitting 74 and is getting higher, and our call on June the 2nd was 62.2. So right now oil made almost 21% since the call. But all right, this is the short-term chart, midterm, and now let's have a look at the other signals that we are talking about. So first of all, I'd like to say that an extremely healthy rally here on the daily frame. So the candle, the potential bearish candle on Monday was entirely negated here, and another attempt to break it, but it looks like oil is rallying higher, and I'd like to emphasize that it is breaking above the 50, 100 and 200 days moving averages technically in just a couple of weeks, and this is quite significant. So speaking about the candles on the weekly frame, it's also getting very interesting. So we can see that if it closes like this on Friday, it will be a bullish continuation candle with a very strong 8x20 EMA bullish cross. So far, technical signals are healthy. Oil is getting overbought on the daily frame and the few hourly frame. However, it is not a strong concern right now. So we need to see a clear reversal candle for this one. And this is the most important thing. This is the monthly frame. And if oil continues with the momentum here and doesn't overheat too much, so it has a chance to form a very strong tower bottom here, and this would be something similar to what it did in July 2023, which followed by multiple months of higher prices. However, in this case, I would say it could be even stronger, but we will talk about it in our weekly digest once we have more information about this. Well, now let's have a look at the chart. So this is the Elliott Wave chart that we suggested to our subscribers on June the 2nd, saying that after potential impulse of the bottom, oil formed the corrective wave 2 and now has a very good chance to move higher towards 69 or even more. So we at this point we almost scrapped the red count here and started to look upward. So this is the chart, the same practically chart as it is right now, and what I'm saying here, there is a possibility that wave 3 still continues. So it could be the top of it, but let's see whether we can get a reversal candle for the first moment. So this is either wave 3 or wave 3 in parentheses. So that would be a much bigger and stronger wave. But this is not everything I wanted to say today. So that's I'd like you to have a look at the Brent oil, because right now it provides a much better perspective, especially if we zoom in and look at the larger frame. So I was looking at this yesterday and found a couple of interesting points that I'd like to share. So I think that this wave 2, which I marked here as this is wave 1, wave 2, I think this wave 2 could be completed. And this formation reminds very much an ending diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in a very classical manner, and this diagonal is supported fairly well by some technical indicators. So if this hypothesis comes true, then we should be looking for an almost immediate move towards 95.91, which would be a 20%. So yeah, I did it yesterday. So from today's price, it will be 22-23%, another little rally. But if we look at the bigger picture, that's even more interesting. So the true big bottom was on April 20th for Brent. And after that, Brent rallied from 16 to 138. So technically it's 780% in 23 months. So I think that there is a very good chance that this, with the strength of the initial impulse, says that we might see something similar to this one. And for that, I did an even bigger exploration, and I looked at this chart. So this chart, technically, it is from 1861, provides some data, and it helped me to form some waves here and project the next moves. So let's see what can happen. This is an extremely bullish scenario, and I'd like to share some information about it. Okay, so this is most likely this was the super cycle wave 1 that ended in 2008. After that, we had 10 years or 12 years of corrective actions for wave 2, for super cycle wave 2. And as it ended in March 12, 2020, so this is a 2 months chart. And we had a very strong move over 700%. And since then, since May 2022 till practically till June 2025, we had a corrective wave, and we already discussed it. So it's like two diagonals, ABC formation. So now if my assumptions and counts are correct here, we are looking for wave 3 of 3. And this wave, if I use just standard Fibonacci ratios and measurements from the wave 1 of supercycle wave 1, and also from this wave, so I would say that the most typical move here for oil would be towards 256. That would be a normal length of wave 3 of 3. So the cycle wave 3, and speaking about its slope, I think it would be quite strong. And well, I emphasized in the previous chart here that it took like almost 2 years, 23 months, for oil to run this wave. So maybe the same measurement would apply here. So at this point, it's a bit difficult to forecast how this wave would behave, but I would say we are looking for a period of 1.5, maybe 3 years to reach to this target. And from the current, from the bottom here, from our call on June 2nd, that would be 335% to 256 oil. Well, that's the perspective, the long-term perspective, and I would say that the midterm, short-term, is the next target 95.91. But again, this is for Brent. This is not for WTI. So that's the perspective at this moment. And one more question that is kind of pressing here. So if oil goes that high and that fast, so what would happen to the markets? I think that the market will be cheering this particular event, and maybe they will be rallying along with oil. So if I think that the market strength and the increase in indices from April 2020 to 2022 kind of supports this hypothesis, and at this point I'm rather bullish on the entire market. So oil could be a big driver here. So now let's summarize everything. So oil didn't just rally, it delivered a textbook breakout. Since our June 2nd call, it has surged over 20%, triggering a wave of bullish signals across key timeframes. But this might only be the chapter 1. If the current momentum holds through the end of June, oil could print even stronger confirmations, signals we haven't seen in years. The setup is unfolding in real time, and we'll be here to cover every candle. Starting now, we'll be following oil openly with daily updates on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed and tap the bell, because in this game, timing is everything. If you're following other instruments like gold, silver, coffee, TOT, the dollar, major indices, take a look at investingangles.com or sign up for our weekly digest right here on YouTube to get a feel of what we do. Like, share, and engage. Help others get ahead before the headlines catch up. We don't follow the noise, we follow the signals. This is Investing Angles, which are the charts before the crowd even blinks.